Chapter 2 Windows 10. Windows is a collection of programs known as an operating system (OS) that controls a PC, personal computer. First produced by Microsoft in November 1985, it has been frequently updated since. As computer memory has got bigger, as processing chips have got faster, and of course, when the internet was invented. Prior to Windows, PCs were operated by a series of text commands. Windows key benefits and features allows the user to interact with the computer through the keyboard, mouse, microphone, etc. Controls the storage of data, images, files, music. Controls hardware attached to the computer such as webcams, scanners and printers. Helps to open and close programs, word processors, games, photo editors, etc. and gives them part of the computer's memory to allow them to work. Controls what access to a computer different users have and the computer's security. Deals with errors and user instructions and issues simple error messages. Promotes multitasking by allowing the user to do several things on the computer at once. For example, watch a video while writing a letter. What is an operating system? An operating system is a software which acts as an interface between the end user and the computer hardware. An operating system is the heart of a computer system. A computer must have at least one OS to run other programs. An application like Chrome, MS Word games, etc. needs some environment in which it will learn and perform its task. It manages the internal components of computer like CPU, memory, etc. The external devices attached to the computer like keyboard, mouse, printer, CD drive, etc. and the files or folders you create. It is responsible for the overall functioning of the computer. There are many operating systems available in the market. Some popular operating systems are Mac, Linux, Windows, iOS and Android. Microsoft Windows, Microsoft MS Windows or simply Windows is one of the most popular operating system. It is a graphical user interface GUI based operating system developed by Microsoft. It provides icons and buttons which you can click or double click to give commands to the computer. You do not have to type any commands to make computer work. Windows 1.0 was the first version of Windows operating system. It was released in 1985. Since then, many different versions have been released, including Windows 98, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1 and Windows 10. The following table lists the various versions of Windows along with their date of release. Version, release date: Windows 1.0, November 1985. Applications included Paint, Calculator, Card File, Notepad and a word processor named Write. Windows 2.0, April 1987. Windows 3.0, May 1990. Windows 3.0 with multimedia was released in October 1991. Windows 3.1, April 1992. More than 1 million copies were sold within first 2 months of its release. Windows NT, July 1993. Designed for users and businesses needing advanced capability. Windows 95, August 1995. More than 1 million copies were sold within 4 days. Windows 98, June 1998. Windows 2000, February 1990. Windows ME, July 1990. Windows XP, October 2001, the most successful and best-selling version. Windows Vista, January 2007. Windows 7, July 2009. This version helped Microsoft beat Apple in consumer satisfaction score. Windows 8, August 2012. The Start menu was replaced by the tiling interface with applications appearing as tiles on a grid. Windows 10, July 2015. Windows 10 features Live Start menu. The biggest change in Windows 10 from Windows 8 is the return of the Start menu. But unlike the traditional Start menus we got to in Windows 7, the previous releases, the Start menu in Windows 10 features live tiles with live app updates. Windows Store. Another thing that was rethought from Windows 8 is the Windows Store. The Windows Store is now a standalone application instead of opening in full screen as it does in Windows 8. Cortana. It is the Siri or Google now from Microsoft. It replaces the search function on your computer and responds to voice commands and has complete access to your personal information. Task View. Another nice feature in Windows 10 is Task View. Task View allows you to see all the programs opened on your computer at once. Virtual Desktop. Another cool feature in Windows 10 are virtual desktops. With the help of virtual desktops, you can create multiple screens and have different applications open on each screen. Action Center. Action Center in Windows 10 is basically a notification center. All apps and system notifications are posted in the Action Center. Redesigned core apps. All core apps in Windows 10 like Mail, Calendar, File Explorer, etc. were revamped. They look and work much better now. Microsoft Edge. It is a new minimalist browser included in Windows 10 by default. It is also the default browser in Windows Mobile, Xbox One, and other Microsoft devices, replacing Internet Explorer. Microsoft Edge was built from scratch using a proprietary engine called Edge HTML. Edge is designed to be lightweight, supporting theming, annotation tools, and native reading mode. Windows 10. Windows 10 is one of the best trending operating systems that was released by Microsoft on July 29, 2015. It can run on desktop computers, laptops, as well as computers. It is simple, easy to use, and has better performance than older Windows operating systems. Windows 10 combines the best features of Windows 7 and Windows 8 operating systems. It is very user-friendly and easy to learn. Even a person who is not well versed with computers can learn and use it easily. It provides better ways to manage files and folders. It has a built-in digital personal assistant called Cortana, like Apple's Siri, and the web browser Microsoft Edge, which replaced Internet Explorer. Opening a program in Windows 10. The Start button, present on the left side of the taskbar, allows you to open any program in Windows 10. When you click this button, the Start screen appears, displaying the installed programs. Click on the name of the program to open it. Managing open windows. Windows 10 allows you to work on more than one program at a time. This means multiple windows can be open on the desktop at the same time. When it happens, it sometimes becomes difficult to navigate to the desired program. Windows 10 has some very helpful features to manage multiple open windows on the desktop. Let us learn about these features. Peek. Peek feature lets you preview the desktop without minimizing all the open windows. To use this feature, place the mouse pointer on the Show Desktop area on the extreme right of the taskbar. All the open windows turn transparent and you can view the desktop. As you move the mouse pointer away from the Show Desktop area, all open windows reappear on the desktop. Here, it is important to note that the Peek feature works only if Peek at Desktop option is selected. To select this option, right-click on the Show Desktop area on the extreme right of the taskbar and select the Peek at Desktop option from the shortcut menu that appears. Shake. Shake feature lets you minimize all the open windows except. To use this feature, place the mouse pointer on the title bar of the window you want to keep open, provided it is not maximized, and shake it by moving it towards right rapidly. All open windows get minimized except the one you are shaking. Shake the open window again. Note: some windows like dialog boxes cannot be minimized by using the shake feature. Arranging windows side by side. You can arrange the windows side by side on the desktop. This is generally useful when you want to view your work on multiple files without maximizing or minimizing other open windows again and again. To quickly display windows side by side, right-click on the taskbar and select Show Windows Side by Side option from the shortcut menu. Task View. Windows 10 provides Task View feature that makes it easier to manage multiple windows at the same time. It helps you to quickly switch between the open windows. Click the Task View button on the taskbar to see all of your running apps and programs on the desktop. You can click on any of these apps to open it. Managing Taskbar. The Windows 10 taskbar makes it easier to have quick access to your favorite programs. With pinned applications, taskbar previews, jump lists, and more, you can easily manage your applications from the taskbar only without opening the Start menu. You have already learned to pin an application on the taskbar in previous class. Let us now study other features. Taskbar previews. In Windows 10, each program or app that you open appears as a button on the taskbar. Whenever you place the mouse pointer over a taskbar button, you can see a small preview or thumbnail image of the open windows associated with that button. These thumbnail images are called taskbar previews. When you place the mouse pointer on a thumbnail, you can temporarily view the full-size image of associated window. To open the window permanently, click on it, and to make it disappear, move the mouse pointer away. You can also close the window by clicking the Close button on the thumbnail image. Jump lists. A jump list is a feature that lets you quickly access recently opened files of an application pinned to the taskbar. To use this feature, follow these steps. Step 1. Right-click on the program icon on the taskbar that contains the file you want to open. A list of recently opened files within that program appears. Step 2. Click on the file you want to open. Searching for a file or folder. Windows 10 introduces Cortana search feature that lets you quickly search into your files or folder or apps in your computer system or on the web. To use this feature, follow these steps. Step 1. Click in the Cortana search box present next to the Start button on the taskbar. Step 2. Type the full or part of name of the file or folder or any word present in the file or folder you want to search for. As you type, a list of matching search results appears. Step 3. Click on the desired file or folder in the list. It opens up in a next window. How to connect to the internet? When we are using a computer, we need an internet connection too. To set up an internet connection, number 1. Go to the most right corner of your taskbar. There you will see a network icon. It could be a Wi-Fi or an Ethernet icon. Number 2. Click on it and it will open a small window. Number 3. Find your network and click on Connect. Number 4. If your Wi-Fi is password protected, which it would certainly be, you will need a password to connect. Number 5. Your Wi-Fi icon will light up if you have successfully established the connection. If you see a yellow exclamation mark or a red cross with the Wi-Fi icon, there is some fault at the modem or Wi-Fi connection. Disk cleanup. With regular use of internet and installation of different software on the computer, many unnecessary files get stored on the computer and keep filing up the hard disk space. This also slows down the computer. The Disk Cleanup is a utility application in Windows 10 that removes unnecessary temporary files to free up space on the disk. It removes the temporary internal files, downloaded program files, files in the recycle bin, and other items that have not been accessed for a long time. To use the Disk Cleanup feature, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the Start button. The Start menu appears showing list of apps in an alphabetical order with recently added and most used apps at the top. Step 2. Scroll down till letter W in the list. Under W letter, click Windows Accessories. Click Windows Administrative Tools and then click Disk Cleanup. The Disk Cleanup Drive Selection dialog box appears. Step 3. Select the disk drive you want to clean up from the drive's top-down list. Step 4. Click OK. The Disk Cleanup dialog box appears. Step 5. Select the files you want to delete from the Files to Delete section. Step 6. Click OK. The disk will search for the selected unnecessary files that can be safely deleted in the specified drive and delete them. Disk defragmentation. When we create, delete, move, and copy files in your hard disk, then after some long time, files and folders split between these blocks far from each other. This results into disk fragmentation. Due to this, sometimes a hard drive takes longer time to read a file as they are accessed from faraway blocks. Defragmentation puts these blocks back in sequential order so that the hard drive head does not have to run around multiple blocks to read a single file. It reduces the time to read and write files from and onto the disk. To defragment a disk using the Disk Defragmenter utility in Windows 10, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Open the Control Panel window. Step 2. Select the Administrative Tools option from the list under the System and Security option. The Administrative Tools window appears. Step 3. Double-click the Defragmented and Optimized Device tools. Step 4. Select the disk drive you want to defragment and click the Optimize option. Windows will analyze the disks for fragmentation and start the defragmentation process begins. Quick recap. An operating system is a software which acts as an interface between the end user and computer hardware. Windows 10 is the most recent PC operating system to be released by Microsoft. The full version of Windows 10 was released in July 2015. Windows 10 offers various features such as Peek, Shake and Task View to manage multiple open windows on the desktop. Whenever you place the mouse pointer over a taskbar button, you can see a small preview or thumbnail image of the open window associated with that button. These thumbnail images are called taskbar previews. A jump list lets you quickly access recently opened files of an application pinned to the taskbar. Windows 10 has Cortana search feature that lets you quickly get to your files or folder or apps in your computer system. The Disk Cleanup is a utility application that removes unnecessary temporary files to free up space on the disk. Defragmentation puts the fragmented blocks back in sequential order so that the hard drive head does not have to run around multiple blocks to read a single file.